Hi, J. Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jax, and we are at 1031 Lake Forest Boulevard in Jacksonville, Florida, and we're getting ready to walk inside this house here and have a look at how they did as far as their renovation goes. So stepping in, first thing I can see is we've got some luxury vinyl plank in this entryway and what would be the dining room space, although it's pretty small, and then back into the kitchen. Flush mount lights on the ceiling that have been painted around. They didn't actually paint the ceiling beforehand, nor did they tape them off and paint them up to the lights. So, the ceiling paint job is not exactly the best. And also, they didn't actually cover the ceiling properly. It's not all the way painted. It's just most of the way painted. And then the walls are this kind of a taupey gray color, which is okay. It's a little darker than what I would like, but that's what you get. So this is just the entryway. Looking off to one side, you have the living room space, all carpeted with brand new, kind of a brown colored carpet in here. It's a big space with lots of windows, 3 windows in the front and 2 on the side there to give you lots of light to coming in. There is a single dome light on the ceiling here as well. So you do have a nice amount of light in this room. Plenty of outlets as well. So that's good. These all are what appear to be grounded outlets, but we'll have a look at the panel and we'll see. And the reason why I say that is I still see some non-grounded outlets like this one. And depending on what that panel shows, maybe those were put in and they're not actually grounded, which that can be fixed. So into the hallway here. I don't know if we have power. Let's see if we have power. No power. So into the hallway, we've got more of this brown carpet. Carpet is cheap. It's a very low-cost way of covering floors, and so some people like that. Not everybody in Florida appreciates carpet, though. If you were on the West Coast, carpet would be the thing. But here, really, people like hard floors. So without solid surface floors in here, that some people might balk. But I'll tell you, the carpet are warm on your feet when you get up in the morning, so I don't really mind too much. And they're not too hard to keep clean. So this first bedroom is okay size. It may be 14 feet by 14 feet, I'd say, with a triple windows here along one wall, letting in lots of light. Nice size closet, probably 7 feet from end to end and about 30 inches deep, with this wire mesh shelf bar combination. You can hang your clothes here in between each one of these little gizmos, but that means there's no sliding, which to me is a problem because, I like to slide my clothes back and forth, and I like to shove them all in one end to stuff more in. You know how that is, right? I get a lot of clothes on my bar, less than what you have here. You're forced to limit how much hanging that you do. Shelf is an appropriate height. You can get a couple of things up on the top there as well. This is painted that same taupey color that we saw in the living room. And they did an okay job of that, although I'm not sure that this is freshly painted because there are some signs of things against the walls here. So let's go ahead and continue on down the hall. Off to the left, we've got what would be a linen closet if there was a door, but there isn't a door. I guess you can still call it a closet without a door. Off to the right is the kitchen, and we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get to bedroom number 2. And bedroom number 2 is about the same size as bedroom number 1. It's in the back corner. It has 4 big windows to let in lots of light. The low-cost flush mount light on the ceiling. They probably bought a box of 3 or a couple of boxes of 3. And a small closet here that, it's about 4 feet, I'd say, by 30 inches. So a little smaller than the other one. I guess that other room would be the master. The same kind of outlets that we saw. There is a little wall damage next to this outlet that they didn't clean up all the way. The ceiling's painted white, and then they did a decent job in this room, at least as far as that goes. One thing I appreciate is we don't have huge amounts of or crazy amounts of texture. Although the walls are not flat walls, that's my preference. At least the texture is not so thick that it's unbearable. At the end of the hall here, we have our attic access and then another bathroom. So there's two bathrooms. Once again, there's no lights in this house. So sorry about that. It's kind of dark. There is a linen closet space next to the tub, and the tub surround is a tiled tub surround. You can see the grayish color tiles that they put up there, the 12-inch tiles in this case, and they did a nice job of that. A little toilet, and then the Home Depot Vanity Special, which is, that's $199, and it's all one piece, including the faucet. Little medicine cabinet and a double light vanity light. There is a exhaust fan, thank you, and a connection to the HVAC. So all that seems okay. There's no shower door. And you know what I think about that? Shower doors are pretty much critical, especially for off-grade properties, because even with a caulk bead along the bottom of the tub, that caulk bead is going to break. And if you just use a curtain, water is going to get on your floor. And when it does, it will eventually find its way down behind that caulk bead and into the wood, supporting the tub, and then next thing you know, your tub is seeking into the floor. And who wants that? We're using the same LVP flooring here that we have in the front part of the house. Okay, so we've seen two bedrooms, and we saw two bathrooms. So now we're going into the kitchen. There's a door here with a big vent, so it makes me think laundry facilities. Looks like here's the furnace. And here's the panel. So we have a look at that panel in just a second. And the water heater. Now I see a place for a washing machine here. And I guess there's a place for a dryer here, but there's no vent. So what that means is you're going to have to knock a hole in the wall to get your dryer vent out through this. I see this siding here on the inside. Now, I'm not sure exactly why that is, but maybe this was a utility closet and they did it that way for some reason. I don't know. The panel appears to be a new Siemens panel, which is good. I appreciate that. Come on now. But I can't get it open. It will not. Oh, there we go. I had just to pull hard. So it actually is not a new panel. It's a newer panel. The reason why I say that is that we still have the main in the panel itself. Code these days is that panel has to have the main actually has to be outside next to the meter rather than on the panel on the inside. So looks good, pretty good. Not seeing any problems with the way it's laid out, but it's only 100 I want to say 100 meter service, but it's not a meter service. It's a 100 amp service, and the size of the water heater also pretty tiny, little guy. Might be enough for this house since it's only 2 bedrooms. So, all right, that is the laundry facilities. We're in the kitchen here now, where we've got all new cabinets, all new countertops. Now, these are not quartz or granite or anything. This is the new laminate Formica style cabinets. That's what they look like, countertops I mean. And they look really nice. They are Formica, so they damage the same way Formica does. But they do definitely look better than the older style ones. Double basin stainless steel sink with the spray and the faucet separate. Looks like there's a place that you could put a refrigerator, but there isn't one. I don't see a dishwasher, and I don't see where you could fit one in either. So, you're going to have to come up with your own idea for dishwashing. White range hood, white coil top, hot point. No, GE range, GE hot point, same thing. And the cabinets look new, the pulls are new, So actually pretty nice, all things considered. So this is the main house. I didn't really see anything here that freaked me out too much. Didn't feel any softness in the floors. The windows are in good shape. They all appear to be covered with these lower cost vinyl blinds, the cheaper ones. And that's okay, you know, as long as you've got something to cover your windows. There's not really a master suite per se, because the bedrooms are, they don't actually have access to the bathroom, but there is 2 bathrooms. So 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I guess that's all right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head over to the associated property that's in, or building that's in the back, and have a look at that little ADU that's back there. And so we'll see you in just a moment.